What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to The Good, The Bad and The Stupid. It's Friday the 24th of January. You know, I nearly said July then. I don't know why I was going to say July, because it's very far from fucking summer, because we've got a big polar freeze on the way. It's going to be freezing cold this weekend. So if you don't like the cold weather and you're still pissed off from Blue Monday, you're not going to get happy anytime soon. So I've actually got to go to a market tomorrow, so I'm searching for my thermals. I'm going to wear the full bodysuit because I went there Thursday and I was freezing my knackers off and it wasn't a pleasant experience. So it's an open market, so there's no sort of the bites in the wind, and the wind was going around and that. Everybody's noses was bright red and everyone's standing there shivering. I said the other day, I bought a coffee for somebody, and by the time I'd carried it to their van, it was cold. It'd gone cold. So that's how bloody miserable it was. But, you know, we don't get the winters that some countries get. We just get a fucking, where it all just goes tits up for a couple of days because we don't know how to deal with it. They throw out a bit of gravel on the roads. Apart from that, you're just left to your own devices. So you've got to make sure you take a blanket and all that kind of shit in your car or your van, because when you get stranded on the motorway, there's nothing worse than sitting there freezing cold, or you got to leave your radiator on and fuck your car up. But it's climate change. You'll probably have like boiling up weather the day after or the following day. So don't worry. Doomsday is only around the corner anyway, apparently, because they've moved they've moved the hand on the Doomsday clock closer to Doomsday. So again, Blue Monday. This is coming to Blue Month, isn't it? January. It's all like doom and gloom because you got the virus in China that's going to take out the world, possibly, and the Doomsday has been moved closer to midnight by 20 seconds. So we're now 1 minute and 40 seconds to midnight. So we're pretty close. If we don't do something about it, we're fucking, you know, that's it, innit? See you later. It's going to be the end of this podcast. You're going to have other, you know, you're going to have other things to worry about than listening to my silky tones. I think we're all going to be, you know, there's going to be no food. We're all going to be fighting each other. There's a horrible film called The Road with Viggo Mortensen in it, and there's not a lot happening in it, but it really puts you in the mindset of like what it's like to be in an apocalyptic kind of situation where there's no food and people are turning to cannibals. It's pretty grim. Hopefully we don't get to that place, but anyway, so we got Doomsday a little bit closer. I don't think it's going to be really a time to party. So you know, here's us little minions doing our recycling and whatever else, and you know, the people with the money, they're not doing fuck all to change anything, are they? But the Chinese, this thing is spreading, isn't it? It's in different countries now. I mean, they're saying they've got a handle on it and it's going to be quarantined and they're going to be able to deal with it. But you know, and but there's something in the paper today talking about some of the other stuff that's been in history, the different strains and viruses. So it shows how serious it can get. The bubonic plague, as a death toll, right, was 240 million plus. That's the bubonic plague, and that's separate to the London, the Great Plague of London, which killed 15% of the city's people. So you know, that's the kind of thing that could fucking come around. Smallpox, 500 million worldwide. Malaria, 50 billion worldwide. So this China one could be fucking, you know, SARS. I mean, the lowest one was SARS a few years ago, 774, but swine flu was 200,000. So I'm cheering you up, ain't I, for Friday? This is like your weekend. We're gonna get ill. We're gonna get a virus. So anybody that's snivelling after you fucking, you know, if you come in and you got a snivel, everyone's going to think, shit, have I got that flu? That's what it'd be like. Imagine that's what it would have been like in the days of the plague when they fucking closed it all off. As soon as you started to feel a little bit unwell, you'd be like, probably somebody would kill you, and you might have only been getting a cold. Who knows? You know what I mean? They're just like, think I ain't taking any risks. They fucking do you. And that's probably, if it got like that, it'd be like panic stations, wouldn't it? You couldn't trust anybody. So if you do get ill, don't tell anybody. Otherwise, your nearest and dearest might fucking, you know, turn on you. Well, way off that kind of situation. Yeah, let me just worry about finding my thermals for tomorrow. The cold tomorrow. We'll deal with any virus situations thereafter. What's it called? James Corden. The carpool karaoke is bullshit, isn't it? James Corden was caught on camera. Some passerby was filming him on his Range Rover, and he's got it fucking wheel attached to the back of a lorry, and it's on wheels. What they're called? It's on wheels. Obviously, the car's on wheels, but it's on other wheels. So he's pretending to drive, is what I'm trying to say. So the camera's in the window. So when he's there talking and pretending to be driving, it's bollocks because he's been pulled on a trailer. So and what did somebody else said? This is the reason. Somebody put it online and said this is the reason I have trust issues, because everybody believes what they're seeing, and now it's been turned out to be a facade. We've gone behind the third wall. So James, come out and answer. You got some questions to answer about that bullshit, because you made a lot of money off that. Maybe that programme's about to go down the pan. Another bit of bullshit was Gwyneth Paltrow saying that her candle, maybe she's backtracking, she brought out a candle, her best-selling candle, that she said smells like her vagina. I've not bought one. I don't think I really want to burn Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina in my house, no matter how nice it smells. Thank you very much. But she said that she was joking because they were on mushrooms at the time. So I mean, when you're on mushrooms, you say some ridiculous things, I imagine, or people do. So when they come off the mushrooms, you don't go through with them. You don't like come out with some crazy off shit and then go, when you're sober up, go, you know what, that was a great idea. Because I couldn't imagine anybody thinking, a candle that smells like my vagina would be a great seller. And it has been as well, so fucking hell. It's thinking outside the box, but you wouldn't think when you come off mushrooms that you would follow through with that idea. You'd think he was going to get ridiculed. Well, there you go. So, ladies, there's a good business idea for you there. Or men. I wonder if there's a men's version yet. I might have to fucking go bring it out before anybody takes on the idea. Although saying that, I don't think it would be fucking any Paco Rabanne. Or it'd be what's it called? It'd be the fucking one of the best Chanel for men. Anyway, life's appears. So football fans that's stressed out football fans are at greater risk of heart attacks. Health researchers warn. Maybe so. Maybe a lot of blokes who do have heart attacks are football fans. You never know what's caused it, do you? Somewhere down the line. The ups and downs of following a team can trigger weight gain and high blood pressure and cause more coughs and colds. Fucking hell. And then all of a sudden, everyone's going to be doing each other over at the football ground if the virus takes hold. Not that they don't do each other over at the football ground. Fucking they've been doing that for years, haven't they? With the football violence. But, yeah, well... Or it could make you fit. Depends on how you live your life, isn't it? Because getting your heart rate up and everything is meant to make you fit. But if you're not fit and you're doing it, that's where it becomes a problem. But but some people take football way too seriously. I like football, but fucking some people they won't talk to people for fucking days if you slag their team off, or if they lose and they go in a sulk for ages, and you just think, come on, fucking hell, there's worse things going on in the world. Especially especially around the World Cup and that, because when everyone's pissed and they get all the emotions and that, the low when you hit rock bottom, when you lose, like I think it was the Euro, or was it the World Cup, long time ago, but the people were fucking crying for fucking days over it. I feel a bit down about it. I mean, because you've just been up there, and you've been buzzing. All of a sudden, you miss a penalty, and you're like, "Fuck!" And then you hate Gareth Southgate forever until he becomes the England manager. He's had a good turn of fortune because everybody hated him for a long time. That was the Euros. I'm sure I got fucking arrested after that. That's another story. Anyway, Britain's smallest boxer is all set for his big fight to prove that size does not matter. He's 4'11". He decided to move into boxing after being told he wasn't tall enough for football. He's from Birmingham. He's a fellow Brummie. His name's Reese. Go on, Reese. What's his surname? Reese Showy Taylor. So I'm backing him. I think he can do it. And it'd be hard to hit. If he's 4'11", he's going to be coming from underneath you. I think it'd be harder for the... He knows he's got to fight people taller. Nobody taller would have fought anybody his size. So they'll be like, fuck you know, this is weird. It'd be like fighting a kid. But he's like probably done it all the time, so he's going to know all the tricks. Obviously, I was going to say punching you in the bollocks and everything, but you can't do that. But he might know some way of accidentally elbowing you in the nuts, you know, and just catching you by surprise where the ref doesn't see it. He'll know all the tricks. He got rejected by Aston Villa. That's no big deal. Although he's saying he was there for 8 years until he was 16. Oh, that's a bit bullshit. Fucking hell. It's a bit tight, isn't it? Kicking him out after 8 years. So anyway, we're gonna back him. He'd be doing fucking shit if he come up against somebody like, who's that other guy who was like taller, like Klitschko. He's in the wrong weight anyway, but if someone was really tall and he got matched, they wouldn't be able to do it, would they? He'd be punching him in the shins. And the other guy before, well, I think they probably could just about do it. But it's anyway, you ain't got to touch. It's about, you don't have to knock him out. Just have to fucking run around. You can still win. Anyway, somebody else who's lost, boxer, Chris Eubank Jr. Showed Cribs doing the thing, you know, when these TV programs go around your house, showing all your fucking glam and your glitz and all your shit fashion clothes and all that kind of stuff. He's had people go. He showed the TV program around his house, showing them all his bling and whatnot. And he said he's got a great security system, so try and fucking break in if you dare. And what happened? He went away and somebody broke in and nicked everything. Tempted fate. I mean, fucking that. I can't stand fucking burglars. They're the scum of the earth. But they obviously, you know, they know people like him go away. It's not hard to fucking know if somebody's away, because if he's got a match or he's in a training camp and he's showed pretty much where his house is. Easy pickings for somebody who's got fucking who's brazen, which obviously they was. The good thing is that they broke in and didn't nick any of his good stuff. They nicked a lot of good stuff, but they didn't nick. He showed a watch that was like a fucking proper bling. I mean, I'd never wear it. I thought it was fucking crap. I like this one. I got the old fucking 1980s digital Casio, but he had like a bling fucking star-studded watch. You know, not my kind of thing, but it wasn't. Thousands it was worth, and they missed it. So he's buzzing that they fucking missed all the good stuff. But there you go. Don't advertise your shit. Even when you got loads of money, fucking, you know, stay fucking humble. If you're going to show off with fucking that kind of stuff, people just can't wait to nick it off your back. Don't matter if you're famous or not. Did Ricky Hatton get robbed of his watch in China or somewhere? And he was the top of his game at the time. But the thing is, he was surrounded by 4 or 5 guys, so you've got to do it, and yeah, you've got to. It's either that or somebody might fucking stab you. So it's not worth taking the risk over a watch. Let it go. Anyway, nobody's going to nick my 1980s Casio off me, or somebody might come from the Back to the Future and come up and go, you know, that used to belong to me. I want it back before I get back in my time machine. Who said us West Midlands haven't got a sense of humour? This guy's from Wolverhampton, I think. Is he Wolverhampton? Yeah, Wolverhampton. He's changed his name. He's got a shop called Sainsbury's Local. He's an off licence. Look, and you wonder why Sainsbury's are opening a case against him, trying to do him for stepping on their toes kind of thing. And we'll show it to the cameras here, to the camera. The writing is exactly the same as the Sainsbury's would, but it says Sainsbury's Local instead of Sainsbury's Local. He says he's just doing it for a joke. What's he saying? My name is Singh and it's on Bushbury Road. That's where the name has come from. It's just a coincidence. Well, I'm with him. I'll say let him do it, but they're going to fucking make him change that name, surely. he's got a bit of fame out of it anyway, so good on him. Anton Deck, Anton Deck just cast. The guy's just lost £31 million in his divorce, but still, there's money just coming at him, isn't it? Money's going out the back door like that, but he's got more money coming in than. So he probably just sees that as like, it doesn't really matter. I've got fucking millions ahead of me, and they're looking at a multi-million-pound book deal over there to celebrate their 30 years in show business. Some of us can't make fucking ends meet, and these guys are just like, can't stop making millions, man. Anything they do, it's millions, isn't it? It's not just like, you know, 50 quid here, 100 quid there, like some of us, like me. Multi-million-pound book deal. So if he just does one on his divorce, he'll get his £31 million back. You know, what can I tell you about their showbiz career? They've been doing it. You've watched it. They're pretty much there, and for you to see the whole time anyway. If you're one of their fans, you probably saw everything they're in anyway. Unless it's behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, but again, they've just washed his dirty laundry in public over his divorce already. So, what don't we know that's worth 31 million? You don't know me at all. Why don't you give me a multi-million-pound book deal? Everything I say in the book, you've got no idea what's going on. So I'm not going to be recycling what you already know. Of course, get with the program. Any agents, any fucking talent spotters out there, ring me, get in touch, or make a comment below. No negative ones, because I've got other people I'm trying to impress. Right, last couple of things we're going to get on. Fat people are wrecking trees. Come on, fat people. They're swinging off them while exercising. So they're doing the right thing. They're trying to get involved, get fit, lose weight and whatever. But they're swinging off trees and snapping the branches off. Or they're trying to climb the trees and getting stuck up them. Fuck knows what's happening. I think their personal trainers are like hanging the ropes over them, aren't they? And they're bouncing like a big fat fucking baby in a, like the babies when you put them in the door frame and they bounce up and down. You just keep them like bouncing their head. That's what some of the fat people are doing on the trees, supporting their weight, so they can do some pull-ups and stuff. Well, you got to lose a bit of weight before you start doing that. It's like, what were they saying? It's left many trees with broken branches, say wardens of Highbury Park. You couldn't even give a fig. Some of the personal trainers couldn't give a fig. So there you go. There's going to be fines now for being fat and swinging from a tree. What fine's that going to be called? Fat swinger. Fat swinger fine. I've just dropped something. Where's that gone? Oh, I dropped a good one there. Never mind. You'll never know unless I've said something. Last couple. Robert Downey Jr. is a bit. I didn't know he was a diva. I like Robert Downey Jr. Regardless, I think he's a great guy. But especially Weird Science. Come on, he was in Weird Science, one of the best films ever. If you've not seen Weird Science, fucking get with the program. Snowflakes. You ain't gonna like it. There was about two young guys who make a woman sat in their bedroom with bras on their head, and they create a woman on the computer. Kelly LeBrock, she looked amazing. Yeah, watch it if you can be bothered. Watch it, but not if you're a snowflake, is what I was going to say then, because you're just going to fucking start moaning about it. And us purists know that it's a fucking cracking film. What was I going to say? Yeah, sorry, Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, he had to do some film interviews for his film Dr. Dolittle, and his agents have called up ahead and told him what temperature he wants the room at, and the room temperatures can't be anything other than between 18 and 20 degrees. I'm sitting a bit funny here. 18 and 20 degrees, and they were telling him to send them photos of the thermostats before we went in there. What the fuck's all that about? It's like, is he like panicking about viruses again or something or other? I mean, that's a bit over the top, isn't it? Or maybe he's got some like fake tan that might just start melting or something or other if it's over that thing, and his like face just starts fucking, dissolving, the brown caked on fucking bullshit, what's it called, fake tan that people wear. So anyway, I don't know what else. There's other stuff in that story, but I haven't had time to read it. I thought I would get through it, but I haven't. So Robert Downey Jr., a bit of a diva. He likes his temperatures between 18 and 20 degrees. So if you ever think about meeting him, ask him about it and say, what the fuck are you talking about? We liked you, and he turned out to be a bit of a diva snub, like like the actors we don't know. Anyway, let's get off that one. I'm going to finish up on this one. Singer Gary Barlow has been told he can build a garage at his £6 million home if he installs a bat house. The Take That star wanted to knock down a rundown wing of the 5-star, but conservation officials warned it might provide a home to protected bats. Sorry, but that's just getting too fucking close to Batman. I'm not having Gary Barlow as a Batman or any kind of thoughts or any connection to Batman whatsoever. If you have a Batcave at Gary Barlow's house, just doesn't go together, I'm afraid. So I don't think we should give him the planning permission, because he's just going to be milking that one forever. He's going to be Gary Barlow and Robin to save the day. That's going to be his next venture, because he's just taking a break from music. So fucking he's going to be out saving the neighbourhood as the local neighbourhood friendly fucking bat figure. Or, the bat sign, Gary Barlow bat sign, that's going to go up. Anyway, if you don't know who Gary Barlow is, you don't need to find out. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and I'm rambling now, but I'm going to do another one starting again next Monday. So see you again. Have a great weekend. See you later.